The coalition is finally back together. I know I'm a couple of days late. I made a video on the day that they actually got back together about what would happen when they got back together. Now they are, my thoughts, their new shadow cabinet, and what will this mean for the next election. Let's start with the first one. Who's in their shadow cabinet? We've got the first one, which is their Deputy Prime Minister, Ted O'Brien, which is now the next shadow treasurer, which I've got to say, what is with the Liberal Party and finding people to be their treasurers, or shadow treasurers, that can't count? Like, I'm not a math whiz, but I reckon I could probably beat him in like a maths competition. That guy is dense. Home brand Morrison. My energy plan is so much better than Labor's. So much cheaper. It's 44% cheaper. Without noticing, your energy plan is 45% less power to the grid by 2050. Jim Chalmers will be trembling in his boots, and I also reckon Penny Wong will be trembling in her boots with her next pick. The next shadow foreign minister is Michaelia Cash. She's basically modelled her entire career of looking like Margaret Thatcher and basically pushing her entire spirit into Margaret Thatcher, I guess. Like, this is a video about the CFMEU.
Is to once and for all deregister the CFMEU. Mr Albanese has shown by putting it into administration that he will take the weakest possible response possible. It is almost laughable to see government ministers out there today saying that administration is working. Well, if administration is working, God help the Australian people. We also need urgently to put back in place the building industry regulator, the ABCC.
And we've got another one that's pretty scary. It's her drilling Penny Wong on the need to let a war criminal into Australia.
Well, I think everyone can see a motivation behind that.
We stand with Israel.
Well,
we stand with Israel, we stand with the democracy, and we're prepared to say that Prime Minister Netanyahu is welcome here under a Dutton government.
There's a thing called international law.
Wow.
And we are parties to the Rome Statute.
And the next person I want to talk about somehow tops both a bumbling idiot and someone who wants war criminals into Australia, Tim Wilson. Though he's in a very moderate electorate, he's about as far right economically as you can come. He used to work for the IPA. He did a bunch of things on cultural freedom, the cultural freedom for plain packaging not to exist. Basically, none of that stuff, lobbying for cigarette companies. That's his prior history. The same lobby group he worked for also advocated for the ABCC, advocated for wage cuts, and also bizarrely advocated for industrial manslaughter to remain legal. That is what his history is. Like, listen to this passage. Proposed laws on industrial manslaughter and wage theft would add unnecessary red tape to Victorian businesses. That's the calibre of the guy the Liberal Party has just put up for their Industrial Relations Minister. Last and definitely least is Angus Taylor. After getting demoted from Treasury after the Liberal Party lost so bad, he is now their Shadow Defence Minister. With his lackey behind him, Jacinta Nampijinpa-Price, is now the Minister for Defence Industries. And also, I'd like to have a moment of silence for the MPs that failed to get into Shadow Cabinet. Okay, that's time over. The ones I make special mention to is Barnaby Joyce and Michael McCormack. Why I'm making this special mention is this is going to be massive, massive pains for David Littleproud. He has backbenched two people that have a lot of sway within the party. Like, you have truly screwed yourself, mate. Like, there is going to be people leaving his party within this term. And also, the other thing is, there are a bunch of rumours that Michael McCormack is leaving at the next election, so he doesn't care. He's going to burn as many bridges as possible. And also, what's hurting you guys even more is the fact you have shown the Nationals are the ones that actually control the party because they can get the Liberal Party to bend over backwards for a bunch of rabid dogs with rabies. That's what the Nationals are. They can get the Liberal Party to basically do whatever they want without an actual time to consider them. This is why in this country we have a pork barreling issue. It's because of the Nationals. They hold the entire country to ransom when in government.